Hello everybody, welcome to Maktab. Hope you all are doing fine. I am Varuni, your educator from Maktab, and I'll be handling your biology classes here. So, we are studying a first chapter of science, which is food. Where does it come from? Let's continue our chapter. Let's find out what are the contents. So, today we'll be studying food material and sources. From where do we get our food? In this heading, we will be studying from where do we get our food. Second, we'll be studying plant parts and animal products as food. What are the eatable parts of plants and animals which we can study? We are going to find out this in our chapter. Thirdly, we will be studying what do animals eat. Interesting, right? So, we are going to study all these contents today in our class. Before starting the lecture today, let's have a quick revision of our previous class. Yesterday, we studied about food variety and ingredients, right? We studied these two contents in a previous lecture, that are food variety and ingredients. Food variety means different food items like pulses, vegetable, fruits, lentils, rice, which we eat, are called food variety, and ingredients means different materials required to make a particular dish are called its ingredients, right? Those who haven't seen the first video, please go and check our first lecture. You will get all the information about food variety and ingredients from there. Go and check. Okay, student. Let's continue our first chapter. Now, tell me, the food that we eat, from where does it come? Where do we get the food that we eat? You might be thinking, we get food from Domino's, or we get food from McD, or Swiggy, Zomato, right? You must be thinking that we go on these apps and then we order food. So we get food from Domino's, McD, Swiggy, Zomato, right? But now let me know, from where do these companies get food? Think? Okay, fine. I'll tell you. You know what? There are two main sources of food. There are two main sources of food: plants and animals. Yes, you heard it right. There are two main sources of food: plants and animals. Okay? Okay, wait and think. What did you eat today? Rice? Now think, from where do we get rice? From rice plant, right? So basically, rice comes from plants. Some of you might had omelette, right? Now think, from where do we get the eggs? We get eggs from hen, and hen comes under the category of animals, right? So we get omelette from animal. Some of you might had potato. We get potato from plants. So, what do we realize? We realize that basically either you are getting your food from plants or animals. So, the answer to the question, where do we get the food that we eat, is either from plants or from animals. Yes, you heard it right. We get the food from two sources that are plants and animals. Clear? Okay. Now we will talk about plant parts. Ready? You let me know which part of plant do you eat? Tell me. Do we eat stem? Tell me. Do we eat stem or do we eat fruits? Right? You eat fruits now? Or you eat flower or seed or roots? Tell me, what do you eat? Which part of the plant do you eat? Wait, we'll find out. First, have a look at this picture and let me know are you eat, what do you eat from this picture? This is the picture of banana plant, right? This is the picture of banana plant, right? Now tell me, what do you eat from this picture? It is quite obvious that you all eat banana, which is a fruit, right? So you eat fruit, right? So, and did you all know that this part, this part that I have encircled is the flower part of the banana, is the flower part of the banana plant. Yes, we also eat the flower as well. And you know what? You can also eat the stem of the banana plant. So, we can eat more than one part of some plants. We can eat the fruit of the banana plant, we can eat the flower part of the banana plant, we can also eat the stem of the banana plant. So, yes, you can think of some more examples where two or more parts of a single plant are also used as food. This is your activity. You have to find out some more plants whose one, two or more parts can be eaten. Correct? Now tell me what is this? Tell me what is this? This is a brinjal plant. Yes, this is a brinjal plant. But you cannot eat this flower of the brinjal plant, or you cannot eat the leaves of the brinjal plant. You cannot eat the stem of the brinjal plant. Only thing which you can eat is the fruit of the brinjal plant, which is a brinjal. Okay? Only you can eat the fruit part of the brinjal plant, which is edible. Yes, you heard me right. I just spoke a word which was edible. Edible means the part of a plant which can be eaten. The part of a plant which can be eaten. So, edible means the part of a plant which can be eaten. So, what we find out, we can eat two or more parts of some plants, but not of every plant, right? You also have to think of two plants whose only one part can be eaten, right? You have to think of two plants whose only one part can be eaten. correct? And see, different edible plants of different edible parts of plant are: we eat spinach, which are the leaves of the plant; we eat carrots, which are the roots. They grow under the ground, so these are the roots which we eat. We eat fruits like apples, strawberry, mangoes, oranges. So these are the fruits which we can eat. We also eat the flower of a plant, part of a plant, as shown in this picture, broccoli. It's a flower which we can eat. Now, name three parts of plant which can be eaten, right? So, till now we have find out what parts of the plant we can eat. Now we'll find out what do we get from animals. We will find out what do we get from animals. Different animal parts and products which we eat are milk. From where do we get milk? We get milk from either cow, buffalo, goat, right? And also we make different products from milk, right? We make cheese, we make butter, we make curd. These all things are made from milk. These all are milk products. And from where do we get milk? We get milk from cow, buffalo, goat, right? We also eat meat, which we get from hen, chicken, right? So it's also an animal. So this is an animal product, right? We also love to eat sweet, sweet honey, which comes from honeybees, and they are also considered in the animal kingdom. So honey is also an animal product. Now you have to find out, you have to name three food items which are obtained from animals. Got it? So, till now we spoke about what do we eat, what do we humans eat, right? But now we'll be finding what do animal eat. Yes, interesting. Let's start. So, one of the so on the basis of eating habits, animals are categorized into three groups. On the basis of eating habits, animals are categorized into three groups. First is herbivores, second carnivores, and third is omnivores. Right? Now, let's find out what are herbivores. You must have seen cows, giraffes, goats eating grass or plants. Have you ever seen these animals ever eating any other animal? Have you ever seen? You you must have always seen cow eating plants or plant product, right? So these are vegetarian animals. These are vegetarian animals. Got it? So herbivores are defined as animals which eat plants and plants products. Correct? Herbivores are the vegetarian animals which only eat plants or plants products. Now, you have to name two animals which falls under the category of herbivores. Got it? Okay. Now, let's move to the next category which is carnivores. Tell me, have you ever seen a lion, a tiger, a polar bear ever eating grass? Have you seen? No? Right? So these animals depends on other animals for their food. Mainly, these are non-vegetarian animals. These are non-vegetarian animals. They depend on the flesh of other animals for their food. So basically, carnivores can be defined as animals which eat other animals. Now, you have to name two animals which depends on other animals for their food. Basically, you have to name two carnivores. Correct? Here's a last category, omnivores. Think some of us eat both veg and non-veg food, right? Some of us eat both vegetarian and non-vegetarian food. We eat fruits and also we eat chicken, right? Like us, there are also some animals which eat both plants and animals. These are called omnivores. These animals are called omnivores. Some of the examples of omnivores are chimpanzee, dog. Okay, these animals eat both plants and other animals as their food. So, omnivores can be defined as animals which eat both plants and animals. Okay, now you have to name two animals which falls under the category of omnivores. Okay, so with this, guys, you know what? We are pretty much done with our chapter, but let's quickly revise what are the things that we have studied in this today's lecture. In this lecture, we learned about firstly two sources of food which were plants and animals. We can eat various parts of plants. We can eat stem, we can eat fruits, we can eat roots, we can eat seed, we can eat flower of the plant. And there are certain plants that give you more than two parts to eat, but some plants give you only one part to eat. Correct? Then we studied what do animals eat. We all animals eat meat, egg, fish. Then we studied we also eat animal products such as meat, egg, fish, milk, honey, right? After that, we found out what do animals eat. We find that on the basis of their eating habits, animals are categorized into three groups which are herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores. Herbivores are the animals which eat only plants and plants products. Carnivores are the animals which only eat other animals, and omnivores eat both plants and animals. With this, guys, we are done with the first chapter of 6th standard. See you soon. Till then, bye bye. Take care.